Well,
Hi, is this David?
it is.
David, is it Colin?
It's Cologne.
Okay. Hey, this is Detective Dave Baum over Frederick PD. How are you?
Good.
Good. Hey, I was doing some follow-up on the case. I'm the lead detective on the Watts case.
Okay.
And I was just reviewing some reports in an interview you did with some CBI agents that were helping
You
me
bet.
out. Do you recall that?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
I'm down here with the Boulder County Sheriff's Department.
Okay. What do you do there?
I'm in charge of maintenance for headquarters in the jail.
Oh, okay. Is this a bad time, or are we okay?
Well, no, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yep.
So the reason I'm calling is because I was reading your report, and coincidentally, about the same time, I got a notification of a letter. Do you recall sending a letter to Chris?
Yeah, I do. I just sent the letter because I called up there because Chris and I were really good friends. And the night of August 13th, we got a call from a mutual friend that said, hey, you didn't know what's going on with Shanann and the girls. And I said, I have no idea, dude. And he goes, oh, it's all over Facebook. I said, well, I don't really do that. So anyway, long story short, so I called Chris on the phone. He answered, talked to him, and he goes, the story that he had at that time was, that she left and so forth and so on.
Right.
And I said, well, I live down the street from him. So I said, yeah, I'll come by and see you if you don't mind. He goes, sure. So went to his house that Monday night, talked to him for a while, everything else. So the reason for me prompting the letter mainly was we were really good friends. Kind of want to ask him, I don't know if he can say anything or not, but when I talked to the Weld County Sheriff's Department, they said to be on the visitor list, I must write him a letter, and then he must accept me in order to be a visitor or decline whatever he chooses.
Right.
So I wanted to go talk to him personally and say, one, why didn't you reach out to me? I mean, I'd have helped you. And then two, I mean, why? I mean, I was staying in the house. So, my daughter had babysat the babies.
Yeah.
My son used to drive around on his bicycle and talk to Chris a lot. So there's just a lot of confusion on my side that I thought maybe if I sat face to face with him, he would give me maybe a straight answer. That's kind of we flew to North Carolina to the funeral. Me and my wife did,
Mm-hmm.
and we got some closure there. I just wanted to get some closure from him because I was just confused.
Okay. So that's the whole purpose of so is it a typed letter?
I typed it on Word, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying the main reason you did that is just to like you said, get some closure and figure out what was going on, and then maybe just put this behind you, and you're hoping that
Exactly, yeah, because it's been weighing on us pretty good. I mean,
yeah,
for since it's happened, like I said, we live right. I mean, we helped each other move into to the neighborhood, and they came from North Carolina, and I met Chris down at. I used to have my own business, and I met Chris down at a Ford dealership. We became pretty good friends because I'm from the South as well, and we just kind of hit it off real well. And we like to talk. And, like I said, that night I went over to see him, and, it was just like, oh, yeah, Shanann, Shanann, she split, she took the babies, and, I don't know where she's at. And I thought it was a little odd, but I also knew Shanann pretty well. I know she was a very overbearing lady. So, I was kind of, I don't say I was on his side, but I was kind of like, yeah, I can understand why you're upset, dude, and blah, blah, blah. And then I tried to keep in contact with him. And then, like you said, the CBI called me and wanted to interview me down here, so I was able to meet them at the jail, talk to them, gave them my spiel, and they asked, what was going on. I just told them, I said, Shanann was a very overbearing person. I mean, she wore the pants in that family, and because they were asking me about each person, about their relationship, their finance. I don't know much about their finances or really the inner workings of their own relationship, but I knew both of them, and how they were. Chris was very quiet, just an easy going guy. I mean, probably the easiest going. I never even seen him ever get mad, not once.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole time I knew him. So I guess, again, back to what I'm saying without rambling on here, is, I did write that letter because Weld County Sheriff said in order to, to talk to him, he has to accept me as a visitor.
Sure.
So that's what I was hoping to go up there, and if nothing happened, like he wouldn't see me or he wouldn't, then nothing happened. But I was hoping for a little bit of closure on that side, just kind of like, I don't know. It's one of those things. I don't know what was going to be said or how it was going to be said, but I was just sit down and ask, why couldn't you reach out? Why couldn't you talk to somebody? Why did you have to go through all these steps? And, maybe his lawyers aren't allowing that anyway. Maybe his lawyers are, I don't know, but that's what prompted me to write the letter, yes.
Okay. I understand. That's fine. And obviously you can do that. I'm not questioning, why you wrote that. I was just curious. But I do want to ask about a couple of things that,
Sure.
just a couple of inconsistencies of at least what I have in the report, the CBI report, and what your letter says, and it just, if you can kind of clear that up for me is all. And it says in your letter is that the CBI came to your job to interview, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
and then you put you told him what a great guy he was,
Right.
and then but then you also made a statement, well, like you said about Shanann, about being overbearing, and then there was something about you also said that there's no way he had anything to do with their disappearance. Do you recall that?
Yeah, I do, and that's how in my heart I felt.
Okay.
I mean, he had me convinced. First of all, I knew Chris. So, the guy was a very mild-mannered person. At least, that's what I thought. Nobody knows what's going on in someone's brain, but I know him for, I guess, 7 years or whatever it was. When they interviewed me, I said, no, there's no way. It's just not Chris. It's just, but obviously I was wrong, so, that's where that stands.
Okay, so that was definitely your position at the time, obviously, before you knew anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, great. Then you said you guys are pretty good friends, but did you see each other very much at all, or I know you're neighbors, but
it was a yes and no. Everybody's busy. I got kids and the family and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, for we'd have barbecues or house parties, and they'd come by for a little bit because they had little ones to get them to bed early. But they and then here and there. But we hadn't seen each other for probably a few months. I can't remember exactly. I think we talked on the phone or chatted, or I bought some land down in Florida, and I think it was in June. They're like congratulating me on, that because, that's where I'm from. I'm moving back when I retire from here. But it wasn't like a lot of contact, but it was we lived in the same neighborhood, so I'd see him at the mailbox,
sure,
mail,
right,
and just, BS with him there.
Right. It wasn't like you hung out on weekends and stuff like that.
No, not as much. Cause we're in different worlds because, our kids are older and high school kids and kind of running around doing their thing, and they got little ones. So, it was just kind of every once in a while, Ellie, who's my stepdaughter, she would babysit the little ones when they would need a hand with something and that kind of stuff. But yeah,
sure.
That's about the size of that.
Okay. All right. So sounds good. I think I understand more of what your position is and what the letter's about. So that makes more sense. I just wanted to clear up a couple of inconsistencies. At least with the report that I have from the CBI report, it didn't have anything in there specifically like that you just explained. So I just wanted to clear it up. So that was the whole purpose for my call.
Oh, no sweat, buddy.
Okay. All right. Do you have any questions for me?
The only thing I got, and I don't know if it's since you've been informed of the letter, is are there, and maybe that's up there, I don't know, but am I allowed to visit, or did he accept that, or is it a no-no, or I don't know?
Yeah, as far as I know, that's, I don't know all the policies and procedures for the Weld County Jail as far as visitations, but I don't think he's restricted from visitors. So obviously it's up to him whether or not he approves it. I think that's how that works. That would definitely be a better question for them.
Okay, yeah, I'll give them a call up there. That's fine. I just thought maybe they said something to you. Like, obviously you got the letter, and they want to follow up with stuff. And I kind of almost expected a call because I understand it's such a sensitive event.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, so I wonder if they will give me a shout, questioning my letter or whatever. I didn't know the Frederick, you guys would. I didn't know if it was like Weld County or somebody. I didn't know, but Okay, well, I'll call the jail and see if he's been given the letter and if it's okay to, pay a visit and maybe get some closure to this. If not, whatever, but at least I know I tried.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I agree with that. So, okay. Well, great. Well, thank you for your time, sir. I appreciate it.
No, same here. Thank you. Take care, buddy.
All right, you too.